What did you think to yourself, looking at that image?
How that could possibly happen. How anyone could be that irresponsible.
Looks like Donald is in big trouble. And today we learned much more about the many classified documents Trump stole and stashed at Mar-a-Lago.
Washington Post has reported that among the material sought by federal agents was related to nuclear weapons programs.
If you get into nuclear-related documents, that is the highest level. It does not get any more serious than that.
Some of this could be information about adversaries. Some of this could be about nuclear weapon design.
This is an abomination.
This is Gestapo crap.
This is some third world bullshit right here. Let me say it again, third world bullshit.
Those are the biggest secrets in the world. Why wouldn't he say, oh, you know what? I really need to turn that back over. Why did he have all that stuff at Mar-a-Lago?
The real target of this investigation isn't Trump. The real target of this investigation is you.
I mean, some of the most sensitive secrets we hold.
Just completely and utterly caught red-handed.
I am deathly afraid for Donald Trump. I would not put assassination behind these people.
What does it say to you that Donald Trump would have this stuff just thrown around, mixed in with clothing and magazines, as if it was in a junk drawer?
In Donald Trump's desk. In his damn desk.
He would have known then that he faced an investigation into classified documents found in his private office and his garage at home.
Classified material next to your Corvette. What were you thinking?
Let me, I'm going to get a chance to speak on all this, God willing, soon. But as I said earlier this week, people, and by the way, my Corvette's in a locked garage. Okay, so it's not like you're sitting out in the street. But at any rate, yes, as well as my Corvette. But as I said earlier this week,
fully cooperate with the Department of Justice. We're going to fully cooperate.
They immediately cooperated. They turned over the documents they discovered, and that they continue to cooperate with the Justice Department.
And they cooperated with the Department of Justice and the FBI's investigation.
But it does not sound like it's an adversarial process at all. The White House says it is cooperating fully with the National Archives and with the Department of Justice.
Cooperating fully.
But in Biden's defense, at least he is cooperating with the FBI searches, right?
As opposed to what happened with Trump, who, to go back to the analogy, ran out of that store with a bunch of stolen items stuffed in his pants and then refused to give them back.
This is going to be politicized. I imagine it is already been politicized by those on the right.
Because of all of the heated rhetoric that we've been hearing, both from the right, particularly on the right.
Could this be down the middle, Merrick Garland being cautious again, bending over to appease the right and right-wing media?
There were what the White House described as a small number of classified documents.
they discovered a small number of documents of classified markings in storage areas.
Dealing with less than a dozen documents versus the hundreds in the Trump.
In Trump's case, though, the National Archives had sought the return of more than 11,000 documents.
More classified documents were discovered at President Joe Biden's Delaware home last week.
Keep getting these drips of 6 documents, 12 documents.
Drip, drip, drip. A serial classified document hoarder.
I mean, it's different to it's different to Trump, right? Because it's different to the Trump. I'm saying it's not the same as when Trump.
Let's go ahead and just say what we always say, much different than the Trump documents where they had to go in and they had to fight them, negotiate it, well, finally get in. Trump lied, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Joe Biden's lawyers got to be present. Mm-hmm. They got to be there. So they didn't take Joe's passport. When it was Donald Trump, his lawyers and his representatives were forced off the property. It's not the same thing. Not even close to the same.
People know I take classified documents and classified information seriously. Take classified documents and classified material seriously. No, they're there. There's no there on these classified documents.
No, they're there. They'll get in trouble for mishandling classified government documents all the time. This is a huge story. It's very serious. As a matter of fact, Joe Biden conceivably stole those documents. What people need to understand is the President of the United States is the only one that can declassify documents, not the Vice President.
Classified documents have been found at the Indiana residence of former Vice President Mike Pence. This is according to his attorney, who claims the documents were inadvertently boxed and taken to Pence's home.